There we are. Hello, everyone. Today is July 17th, 2020, and this is the weekly marketing team meeting. I am your host, Bob Killen, filling in for Matt, who could not be here today at the last minute. So he poked me, I think, like half an hour ago, asking if I could run this meeting. So we'll see how it goes. In any case, this meeting is recorded and will be posted to YouTube hopefully later today. With that, we abide by the CNCF Code of Conduct, which essentially boils down to please be excellent to each other. That, if you could, please put your name in the agenda. I'll drop the link again in chat. And I think it wouldn't be a marketing team meeting if I didn't start this off like Matt and ask, like, you know, how's everyone doing today? People staying sane? Any sort of like awesome things? Just sort of go around and I guess start with you, Chris.
I got one awesome thing, and it's funny you mentioned that because I had to pull up the email to put it in my weekly status report. So I wrote an essay months and months and months ago for Emily Freeman. And I was like, because she's putting together a book, 97 Things Every Cloud Engineer Should Know. And I got the email Wednesday. Hey, your essay's been accepted. You know, make these tweaks for us, you know, shorten it by this amount kind of thing. And it'll be in the book and you'll get like a hard copy and like we need your picture and everything. So I'm super excited about that.
Nice. Congrats. That's
Thanks.
Awesome. If you can link it when it becomes available.
Yes, most definitely.
Okay. So I'm going to just sort of go around the Brady Bunch for you. And the next one on my screen is Jonas.
So I'm super happy. I was showing Bob this before. I got 2 new Super Nintendo controllers, wireless ones, that I'm going to be trying out this weekend. So super excited for that.
That's fun.
Other than that, it's Friday, and I'm going to enjoy the weekend soon.
Nice. Let's see. Next on my screen is Keslin.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Everything good? Cool. I was working on my KubeCon EU talk this week, so I'm excited for that coming up.
I got to get the recording done on, I actually have 2 that I need to record like in the next week.
Oh.
Yeah, my recording session was yesterday, but my internet wasn't good enough, so I ended up just recording it myself.
Oh.
It's fine.
Like, what was the requirements on the internet?
They have like a system where it has a little dot next to you that's red, orange, yellow, or green, depending on if it's good enough.
Conditions.
So it wasn't staying consistently green. So.
Yeah. Bad. But at least you can sort of edit it yourself and
right,
get, like the best recording.
You can make
yeah, they don't offer any editing, so.
Okay. Nice. Well, I guess with that, the next person on my screen is Alex. Oh.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, Bob, we meet again. Hey, everybody. I don't think any of you know me. I'm just kind of a lurker, but with my camera on. I'm actually talking to the marketing team at CNCF about getting a gig. I've been around Linux for like 13 years, I think, since 2007, since before Android was Android. So a friend of mine called Alex Handy, who you might know, he's got a video game museum. You should know Alex Handy. He used to edit SD Times and is like cloud native writer guy, and now at Red Hat. He recommended I join up some of these meetings that I am not super familiar with, but I appreciate being on, and you seem all very cool. So that's me. And congratulations on the essay. I know exactly how you feel. I submitted an article like 2 months ago that might get published on Monday after 8 edits. So, and actually I'm a PR kind of word person going way back. So I know that I've written like flash fiction and historical, just all of it. So I know that like writer feeling, and I'm happy to collaborate with anybody on any word stuff because I'm not good at code stuff.
Sweet.
Nice. Well, thank you and welcome.
Oh, great to meet you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I apologize. I probably would have asked for like new introduction or something like that. I think I just confused the last marketing meeting with the Contribex meeting where I saw you last.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize exactly what that was that I was on, and I thought there'd be like 100 people, not 4. But I did some writing for, was that Amanda? I wordsmithed something, and it took like 20 minutes, and I got a big old thank you with exclamation points. And I'm in between jobs right now, so it's like kind of fun to help somebody out who appreciates it in that way. And
Nice.
I'm on the CNCF Slack. If anybody wants to connect, I'm Alex Shapiro.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cool.
Taylor?
Everybody. Some fun new things in my life. We got an ice cream maker at our house. It's actually stored in that cabinet back there. Code freeze happened for the 1.19 release. So what a better time than now to start getting into ice cream. I actually don't know where it is. But we have a salt and straw recipe book. And so that's been fantastic. We've got some lavender honey ice cream, got some vanilla, pretty vanilla. And then some other ones that look really fun to make. So that's been fun. Cool way to stay cool when you can't get a above ground pool on your rental property.
Nice. Yeah, you should make like a custom 119 ice cream flavor.
It's just like, ouch, what is this? Just
Yeah.
all
It's blue and it hurts.
why is it so hot?
Okay. How about you, Rajula?
Hi. Helping a friend to get an application running for an NGO that works for COVID relief. I'm really excited. We are almost done with that. It's going to go beta this week.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. Let's see. I think that leaves Divya. How about you?
Unfortunately, I'm still working. It's a working Friday for me, and I'm probably going to be working late into the night because I'm on call as well. So stuck in a production issue. Yep.
Well, here's hoping that it doesn't go too late.
Hopefully, yes.
Okay. Well, that let's dive right in. What are our updates and big wins for this week? I think, was there anything people were working on previously that got? I know one thing is that the sorry.
No, go ahead. I was going to say, we made it to this meeting, so please go ahead.
The repo for Twitter has been created. I think there is an open PR to add the first set of items into it.
Yes. I don't think I have access to do that though.
You're an approver there. You should be able to.
I am? Okay.
Yep.
I'm not seeing where to put them.
It's Kubernetes SIGs in the, I believe, contributor tweets.
No. I'm in the repo, but I'm not seeing where to actually like drop in the secrets. Is it in the settings or is it in someplace?
No, that will should, let's see.
It should be under actions, but it's not there for me.
Yeah, if you can, sorry.
Settings and secret.
Settings and secret. Yeah, I don't see settings for the repo. That's probably why.
If you want, that's something we can try and work through later.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really the only blocker I have there to doing that, is that I can't get to it.
Excuse me. Were there any other, big big wins or things people wanted to sort of like toss out for this week?
Just a quick update. So me and Rajula, we're going to meet after this to start the handoff.
Nice. Toss that in there. With that, I think we can go right into our discussion items. There wasn't anything actually on the agenda. I don't know if we just sort of want to go through sort of, what people are actively working on.
So I had a discussion with Caslin and Paris last week after our meeting that I kind of need to be less hands-on-y with this right now, similar to Jonas's situation. Work has kind of got me swamped at the moment. But like programmatically, I can kind of help like in these meetings, like working session type things, if that makes sense. And I'm always around to wordsmith tweets. Caslin knows that.
Okay. I see a bunch of tweets being put into the list there, or into the discussion items there. Caslin, do you want to just kick it up?
Sure, if we want to just go over those quickly. These that I'm putting in are just kind of the standard ones that I usually do. So Monday is tweeting the calendar, Thursday is a good first issue, and Friday I'll send out the shout outs. And we also added this Kubernetes community share a tool thing last week. So I haven't sent that out yet today, but we could do it again or we could not. We can discuss that amongst our team. But this is kind of what I've got so far. I might try to look through the blogs and find some blog that might be interesting to contributors to talk about. But if there's anything else that you all think needs to be tweeted, let me know. And that's kind of the skeleton for the week.
How has the good first issue thing been going for you?
So I actually didn't do one this week because I was working on the KubeCon prep stuff. But now that I've got that covered, I'll be able to get back to that. And I'm hoping, like we've been talking about, to work a little bit on maybe making a bot or something to handle that. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking I might work on that a little bit this weekend.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, we were talking about using DevStats potentially to draw out the first tweets and just handle that for us.
What do you mean draw out the first tweets?
Like just find the tags and like sort them
for us.
Good
first issues.
Good first issue tags. Yeah. So my bad. That was a lack of context.
It's all good. There is you can go to the repo and look at I think it's like / contribute or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what I usually do. It's kind of hard to find one that isn't already taken. So I filter by assigned, and then I have to go in and look at the comments themselves to see if someone has said that they're going to take it. And then sometimes they'll not be assigned but have a pull request already. So it's kind of hard to find one sometimes, but I can usually find at least one that's very new, at least that I can be like, here's one.
I think there was one recently, because I remember commenting on it and flagged with good first issue regarding updating the time zone for, I think it was the SIG Windows meeting.
Okay.
It should be fairly new in the community repo if you're looking for one. I don't think anyone is taking it, but don't quote me on that yet.
Yeah.
I could go look it up and post one today since I missed it for yesterday.
That'd be cool.
It's not like we're that strict with the days.
The other thing, we don't have too much in the way of release information tweet at this point in time. That is definitely something that'd be good, to get on the sort of tweet rotation. Is the code freeze is coming, and I see Taylor with his thumbs up.
Great point.
I think that needs to be like part of the release process, right? Like code freezes coming, send out a tweet kind of thing. If we can get in there and update that manual, I think that'd be awesome.
That might be
like just tweeting at the different phases, even of the release process would be cool, in my opinion.
Yeah, when we actually get the repo and everything up and going, then the rule book for the release team can probably be updated. Like, hey, create a PR with the tweet, information here, or something like that.
That's a good point.
Yep, that'd be cool.
Yep.
Toss that.
It'd almost be fun to have like the if anyone follows the year tracker on Twitter, it like tweets out percentages, and then you can just give the percentage when you're done with the that release.
Actually, if anyone doesn't mind helping with the notes, that'd be great. I realized I was talking there and didn't actually like jot the stuff down. Potential add.
I was taking my own notes to be like, I need to do this later, but
I should have called out asking for a note takers on sort of at the beginning of the meeting, and that my bad. See, is there? Let's see, the two next items. Jonas announced a plan for the new contributor site. That one, I still don't have a timeline for that one yet, but yes, that's something we definitely should coordinate. And like there is a blog on the contributor site, so we can start it off with, potentially something, here's the, give a TLDR of what the contributor site's about, the types of resources that'll be there. Right now, I will pull up a link to it if people are curious.
Yeah, I want to make sure it gets as much exposure as possible when you do launch. I know you don't have a set date, but like having everything ready to go.
Yep.
You can just say, hey, we're going next.
It definitely just needs to be on the marketing team radar.
Yeah.
The sort of the current blockers at the moment, we're going to be switching over the contributor calendar. So that way, like eventually the link that you tweet out for the events, instead of being, the short link can just be k8s.dev/calendar. And we'll have like k8s.dev/guide and a bunch of other like k8s.dev/release for release information.
Nice.
Awesome.
The big thing like right now is need to actually transfer the domains over. So that way, Kubernetes.dev and k8s.dev are managed by WG, K8s Infra, and honestly firm up some of the content a little bit, mostly the contributor guide, before we go live with it. But I'm still hoping like that should happen no matter what by the end of the 119 release. Like
cool.
It will happen no matter what by then. hell or high water, it will happen by then.
I'll try to keep that in mind and check it before I tweet until that's ready.
Yeah, I'll definitely make sure people know.
Okay, I will probably see it then.
Yep. Alex?
Because you guys said kind of you want to make a big splash, and it sounds like a new site with new tools, but maybe we can make it more and make it like a PR moment, which is more my thing. If there's enough for like a blog post that, I don't know if you've ever done like a momentum release. Red Hat, Chris, sure, I know you have. But like, I don't know who knows about marketing things, but it's a momentum release. We put a bunch of stuff in there, and then it's enough to maybe get like the new stack to put it up somewhere, right? Because they love y'all. So if it's on that scale, I can help with sort of like the top 10.
Alex, why don't you and I just reach out to the new stack together and like just do that? Like, let's just tell them
so
we're doing
like,
it.
The new stack, but like a few other, of those folks that we all have in a loop. Tom Petrocelli will probably blog about it if he's around, like those kind of folks. But yeah, I'm happy to. I mean, I can just text Job, but like if I'm happy to collaborate, however y'all do. It's just if it's a big enough deal, that's the only part I could be helpful with here right now, I think, is the PR stuff.
Yeah, I've done a few momentum releases for,
there you go.
for stuff as well. So yeah, I think that would be really cool.
Like they're not really news, but if people love you, they'll use it as an excuse to give you a shout out and a link somewhere, right? Unless you might have hard news, for all I know. I'm new, but like, if nothing else, it could be here's how many contributors we're up to now, and you know, one of those graphs of who's in the lead that everybody likes. I came from Oracle, by the way, so we like competitive. Yeah, let me know how I can help and find me. And I don't have access to the agenda, but Bob, we're like on Twitter. Chris, I sent you a LinkedIn invite.
Yep.
You guys can find me if you want.
You should have like, are you on the Contribex mailing list?
I don't actually think I am. Like I said, I'm just like lurking.
Did you get the meeting invite?
Alex Handy sent me the like just details out the blue.
Right.
And Chris, I see you guys work together. I don't know who else knows. He's a legend. But yeah, he's like, you're talking to CNCF. You better show up to these meetings now, man. I'm like, all right, 8 a.m. Don't even have coffee yet. But yeah, let me know how I can help. It's this sounds like really doable and fun.
Awesome. I can reach out to you on the CNCF Slack there.
Well, there's links and also yeah. There's a lot of different docs interconnected, right? So I haven't figured out where the front door is yet, but I appreciate you sending me anywhere I should be. I'm in the agenda at least.
Just as a note, if you join the Contribex mailing list, you will get automatically get rights to the agenda and being able to edit any of our docs.
You actually need to do the Contribex mailing list and the Kubernetes dev mailing list. I'll send you the links, Alex.
Yeah. Those are the two big ones that should definitely be.
You gotta turn the keys together, and then that activates the next level of the agenda access. I love that.
Don't forget the foot pedal.
Oh, it's water. Yeah, I worked in Mozilla for a while, where we also had wikis that pointed to docs, that pointed to Slack channels, that had mailing lists.
Like, yeah, duck left, go past the ogre.
Okay. Were there any other items we should talk about for the contributor site? Then Rajula.
Yes. So I finally got to port the whole bot to Golang for the Slack infra. So I just have a couple of final related questions. So first thing, should we restrict the bot to only users from the Contribex communications group of Slack or everyone?
I would limit it to the contributor comms group, potentially also the Slack admins group.
Okay.
I'm not so sure on the Slack admins one, but like it's something to potentially consider, just to, you know, in the event something has to be troubleshooted or dealt with. It could also just be a small subset of the Slack admins. Like there's definitely some bleed over. Like, you know, I'm a Slack admin, George is a Slack admin, but definitely no matter what the contributor comms group.
Yeah, so the second question I had was, the first requirement, the first idea we had was we should directly be able to tweet from the Slack bot. So now, once we have the automation thing, the PR automation, should we try changing the workflow to creating a GitHub issue first or directly tweet first?
I think you could probably I would probably still go either the issue out, or like if we are using the, you know, Twitter together thing and the PR thing, it could just be a PR, and limit the tweeting from the bot to be more ad hoc-ish type stuff. Sorry, just sort of like thinking out loud.
What? Yeah, I'm sorry. What was the question again, or the context? Multiple people are DMing me, and it's sorry, a distraction.
I think Rajula was asking, what should the process be for tweets? Do we expect people to make issues or to make PRs, or what is the process? I think that was the question. Does that make sense?
The question was, once we have the new Slack bot ready, should we be able to tweet directly through the bot, or instead of tweeting, should we create an issue with the Twitter to get the repo first?
So the plan that we had was that you create an issue first for the communications, and then within that you will have the text that you want tweeted, or a draft of it at least, and then based on that we'll send out the tweets, the messages to Slack, the emails, depending on what you choose in the issue. So it should be in there, and then of course we can do ad hoc things as well, like more fun stuff, repeats of things and stuff like that. We can do those ad hoc. I don't see a reason for an issue, but initially for a new communication going out, it should always start with an issue.
Okay.
The other thing, like, as this workflow is all still sort of like being teased out, this might change after it's been sort of put into practice and used a little bit. So we'll sort of see how things really go.
Okay, so I'll just go with the PR. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, like, I think, after a month or so of actually doing this stuff, we'll have a much better idea of how the ideal world will be.
Got it.
But does that sort of answer your question or cover what you're looking for?
More or less, yeah.
Okay. And sorry, I know it's kind of a little vague.
We can chat after as well, Rajula, and see if we can come up with a good set after this.
We'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. Was there any sort of any other questions or things like that regarding the communication bot?
So the testing is, we're actually going to test it on the Kubernetes Slack, right?
Yes, I believe that I think that was the plan. And we can like, I'm okay with it. I'm a Slack admin. Can get an ACK from another Slack admin to move forward with it.
Okay, I'll just do the pull request first. Once it goes to a code review, then we can discuss this.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Were there any other sort of discussion items that people wanted to talk about or bring up?
Nothing that comes to mind. I did like the release topics. So I know that the communications team for 119 will have feature blog posts. So I'm pretty sure. I think that Kubernetes tweets those out. I'm not 100% on that, but might also be something. But definitely looking forward to 119 wrapping up, handing off the torch to either Bob or Jeremy, and then I'll have a little bit more time to get back here as well. At the end of August, beginning of September. So should be fun. So many stories to tell, so little time.
You've kind of been like, you've been the release lead for an extra period. Like, yeah.
It's like, what's my age again?
Yeah. It's been pretty crazy. Okay. Well, with that, so I don't think there's any other discussion items. Can give you half an hour back of your Friday.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have a good one, folks.
Yep. Thanks for stopping by,
Thanks,
everyone.
Bye.
Happy Friday.
Bye bye.
Thanks.